ladies and gentlemen. We are now convened for the fall 2014 commencement of Penn State Brandywine. We shall open with our national anthem, and of course the words are printed in your program. Please be seated. I would like to introduce our platform party and ask each of them to stand when I recognize them. Mr. David Rosenberg, Mr. Douglas Smith, Dr. Stephen Simbala, who is our campus marshal, and Dr. Cynthia Lightfoot, Director of Academic Affairs. It's an honor to have each of you with us today. Please be seated. I'd also like to extend a warm welcome to our honored guests, faculty, family members, and friends. Thank you for joining us this morning. And to our remarkable 2014 graduates, congratulations, you made it. Before I introduce our distinguished speaker, let me say a few words to this class. Graduates, you've worked hard, and today we are delighted to recognize you for your accomplishments. We've been inspired by your work ethic, sacrifice, and determination, those all-nighters, you remember those. I commend you for what you have achieved. And when you look back over your college experience, starting from those early days as a first-year student, you should take pride in recognizing how far you've come. Although it may have been quite challenging at times, you navigated the hurdles and completed the journey, and you are richer for the experience. You've gained knowledge and wisdom through the courses you've taken and through your relationships with faculty and your classmates. But, you didn't do it on your own. You had your support system right there with you. Those who believed in you and believed in the value of a college education. Graduates, please stand and give your parents, grandparents, brothers and sisters, aunts, uncles, spouses, children, and other loved ones a big round of applause. You have enriched the life of our campus in many, many ways, through your contributions in the classroom, your competitiveness on the playing field, your volunteerism in service projects, and your participation in student clubs and organizations. You've brought energy and creativity to our community. We are a strong institution with a reputation for academic excellence. Employers continue to seek out our bright, talented Penn State students for internships and jobs, even in this tough economic climate. Our graduates demonstrate time and time again that they are well prepared for the demands of the workplace. So, although we are sorry to see you go, we're confident that you have the knowledge, skills, and ambition to take on whatever this next chapter of your life brings. And I'm grateful for the opportunity we've had to learn and to grow together. As we say goodbye and wish you well, I want to acknowledge our faculty members who taught you, mentored you, and encouraged you. They traveled with many of you across the oceans to international locales. They worked side by side with you on research projects that some of you presented regionally and internationally. And they took a personal interest in your success. Thank you, faculty. What you have given our graduates will last a lifetime. And thank you to our staff who care for our students and faculty, keeping the myriad processes and operations running smoothly so we all could be here today. Thanks, too, to our alumni and our advisory board for your contributions and your support of our students. Graduates, you have intelligence, enthusiasm, and a fresh vision to give the world. I know from my interactions with you on this campus that you also bring a sense of civility, compassion, and respect for others in all that you do, quality our society sorely needs, especially now. So as you leave us, stay positive, stay focused, pursue your dreams. I'm confident that you will succeed. Find something you're passionate about and work hard, but remember to enjoy life's journey along the way. And always, always remember your responsibility as a graduate of Penn State University to make the world a better place. You are the gift Penn State Brandywine gives to the world, the gift of hope. And now a few words from our distinguished speaker. David Rosenberg has been a great friend to Penn State and the Brandywine campus. He graduated from Penn State with a Bachelor of Science degree in Community Development, earned his law degree from the Howard University School of Law in Washington, D.C. David then served as executive director of the Josephson Bar Review Center in New York City and practiced law in Washington and Philadelphia. In 1986, David started his business career with Environmental Compliance Services, a national provider of environmental insurance and consulting services. David and his two partners grew ECS to an international presence. After the sale of ECS, David and his partners founded Marsh Creek Corporate Services, an entrepreneurial company that acquired, grew, and sold a variety of businesses. Today, David is a philanthropist, using his legal and business experience to assist a wide variety of community organizations, including the American University School of Public Affairs, Champions of Caring, Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, the Josephson Institute of Ethics, and the Special Olympics of Pennsylvania. Here at Brandywine, David has been a wonderful supporter for our Laboratory for Civic and Community Engagement, providing our students with opportunities to use their knowledge in the service of others. Please join me in welcoming David Rosenberg.
Wow, how cool is this, right? Thank you, Dr. Woolliver. Faculty, parents, friends, dignified guests, and the graduating class of 2014. I am honored to be with you today at your commencement from one of the finest universities in the world. I'd like to particularly acknowledge the parents and individuals in the audience who have had a significant role in helping the class of 2014 reach this milestone. Can all of you please stand to be recognized? Come on now. Thank you for your sacrifices, support, and unconditional love. You have truly made a difference, and I know today you are particularly proud. It is difficult to believe that 40 years ago, I stood in your shoes about to receive my college degree from Penn State. I bleed blue and white and have returned to Happy Valley regularly to renew the relationships I forged over the years. I have learned much over those years, so if you will indulge me for the allotted time I have with you this morning, I'd like to share a bit about my life, my story, and some of my experiences. I hope in the process I can somehow make a difference in how and why you choose the road you travel. Let me begin by briefly painting the landscape of the summer of 1970, my first semester as a Penn State student. The Commonwealth appropriation for the university was 36.5% of the operating budget. Tuition was $2,025 a year. Unemployment was 3.5%. The median income was $8,734. The average home cost $26,600. And America witnessed the horrors of the Vietnam War as war for the first time was played out on television screens in our living rooms. Your landscape today is a bit different than mine. The Commonwealth appropriation hovers around 7% of the operating budget. Tuition at Brandywine is just shy of $14,000 a year. Unemployment is in the neighborhood of 5.9%. The median income is estimated at $51,913. The average home costs close to $190,000. And unfortunately, your generation as well is all too familiar with the horrors of war. While the landscapes over the years are forever changing, I'd like to suggest that in spite of the obvious differences, we share many similarities. I obtained bank loans in excess of $10,000 to pay for my education. That, in addition to money earned while working during my summers and while attending school, paid for my tuition and living expenses. My parents were never in a financial position to assist me with the cost of education. My dad was a World War II veteran and attended college under the GI Bill. Shortly after receiving his college degree from Hofstra University in New York, he had 2 young mouths to feed. I believe what he really wanted to pursue, he felt was impossible to obtain. He chose a conservative route of employment to provide for his family, operating a small retail tire business. He worked long hours, coming home for dinner 5 nights a week and then returning to work. Personal bankruptcy eventually changed his career. My mom dropped out of school at New York University to marry my dad. In light of our financial situation, she always had a job, while at the same time being the primary caretaker and putting a home-cooked meal on the table every night. Mom eventually returned to school to obtain her Montessori teacher degree. She was passionate about her work and loved the children she taught. Her reward was a 28-year teaching career at the same school. I learned work ethic from my parents, and as a result of their employment, my sister and I learned at a very young age to be independent and self-sufficient. This story might sound similar to yours. Today, 76.4% of all Brandywine students receive some type of financial aid. The average loan debt for graduating seniors is $34,584. 33.5% are first-generation college students. And I've spoken to many students among you that have had to hold a job, or maybe even 2, while at the same time carrying a full course load. You are, in light of your experiences, so far ahead of the game. I applaud your accomplishments, perseverance, initiative, and fortitude. Acknowledge how far you have come. You represent 100% of our future, which gives me great confidence. After what was arguably the best 4 years of my life, I decided to continue my education to attend Howard School of Law in Washington, D.C. Honestly, I had no burning desire to be a lawyer. My life at the time was highlighted by insecurity and uncertainty. Unlike the career focus exhibited by many of you today, the fact is, I was clueless, and law school seemed like a reasonable stop until I figured things out. With the exception of my criminal law classes, an opportunity to work with the public defender services, and intellectual engagement with my classmates, I really didn't enjoy law school. However, I was always of the belief that one finishes what one starts. This in no way advocates prolonged unhappiness. While unhappiness and discontent are part of life, the goal here is to do something about it in a reasonable period of time. A knee-jerk reaction of just quitting, casting aside a risk of personal safety or harm, is rarely the best option. This may sometimes take you down a path that is uncomfortable. Life is never predictable, and twists and turns, peaks and valleys are ultimately inevitable. Accepting and expecting detours along the way will only make you stronger. How you adjust and adapt to unplanned and uncertain events is critical to successful living. Free yourself over the concern of these events. This is a time for soul-searching growth, maturation, and planning. After 6 years of practicing law and being dissatisfied with my profession for the majority of those years, I had the opportunity to start and grow a business. It is interesting to note that the circumstances that led to this opportunity would have never occurred if I have left law school, my law practice, or followed a different path. As my wife Margie always says, there are no coincidences. And yes, luck and timing certainly plays a part of opportunity. It is your job to recognize opportunity, and when the doors of opportunity open, walk through. If for some reason you miss the first door opening, there will be others. Trust your instinct and where it guides you. The willingness to change takes courage and is often frightening, fraught with uncertainty. I always wanted to be an entrepreneur, to be part of growing my own business, to be my own boss. Unlike my dad, when the opportunity presented itself, I was single and thus had only one mouth to feed. When I told my dad I was leaving the practice of law to be part of an environmental insurance business, well, let's just say it would be inappropriate to repeat the language he used to this audience. What I saw as a unique opportunity with associated risk, he saw as a foolish venture. There may be loved ones or people of influence in your life that discourage you from pursuing your real interests, or you may be the person who, out of fear or indecision, holds yourself back from pursuing your own possibilities and potential. Take a chance of doing what you love and know that wealth and fame alone will rarely find you satisfaction. Pursue your passion and always follow your heart and intuition. Sail away from the safe harbors. Take risk, explore, dream in color, and in the words of Ralph Waldo Emerson, Do not follow where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. My opportunity to follow my heart and intuition came when I was 34. The takeaway here is this may take some time. Be patient. Take pride in your continued growth. Reflect upon your successes. Have faith in how far you can go, and by all means, enjoy your journey. A major advantage you have over past generations is the use of technology. However, in the age of connectivity, I find that one often has a tendency to avoid personal contact. Wherever you turn, we have our heads buried in our phones. Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Google, Tumblr, Instagram, Flickr. What have I missed? I would like to suggest that while this may seem like connecting, there is no substitute for personal connection. Never discount how meeting people can significantly alter your life. Time will not allow me to share with you just how dramatic this has been in altering mine. Trust me. Make yourself available. Ask questions, and then question some more. Listening is more important than speaking. You can expect to reach high heights by making an indelible impression. I promise you this will not occur on social media or through texting. Don't hesitate to ask someone to assist in your decision-making, or better yet, act as a mentor. There are countless people, many of them who have yet to enter your life, that will be willing to help. Stay close to those people. Put down your phone and laptop and really experience connection. I'd like to briefly address failure. My life, particularly in business, was fraught with failure. Failure has a way of humbling you. View your failures as an opportunity for growth. Nobody has been successful in life without failing. When failure occurs, learn from your mistakes, pick yourself up, and move forward. There is no cause for embarrassment. Never quit. And never underestimate the importance of a positive attitude. The most traditional way to measure the quality of one's life is to evaluate success by listing achievements and accolades. Yet, in spite of what material possessions can buy, real happiness will elude you if you do not have peace of mind, self-respect, and enduring, loving relationships. My most significant loving relationships begin with my family. Although she is a Pitt graduate, my sister Deb and I share a unique bond of love and mutual respect. I feel so lucky. While I married later in life, I was fortunate to have met Margie, a beautiful, passionate, and caring woman. Our relationship, as all loving relationships, has not been without its challenges. Relationships are a work in progress. Have the fortitude and willingness to continue working. Loving relationships are the foundation for a happy life. Margie and I are blessed with 3 wonderful children, Melanie, Jamie, and Andrew. I believe we have raised our children with the beliefs that drive prudent decision-making and good character. This is my greatest accomplishment. It is my legacy. When we say someone has good character, we are expressing the opinion that his or her nature is defined by such worthy traits as integrity, courage, and compassion. People of good character are guided by ethical principles, even when their decisions may be detrimental to their careers, social standing, or economic well-being. They do the right thing even when it costs more than they might wish to pay. No one is born with good character. It is what makes people believe in you and takes a lifetime to build, yet can be destroyed in a moment of poor decision-making. You have been witness to this time and time again: scandals in business, politics, religion, and sports. These people and organizations often compromise their principles by recruiting, retaining, or tolerating those with character flaws. People who lie, cheat, or commit crimes based on the belief they can outsmart the system and the fallacy of the benefits of short-term gain. Failure to consider the long-term consequences of your actions can be life-altering and prove disastrous. By focusing on the importance of character, you will be guided by the moral strength and integrity to do the right thing. This is not always easy or clear-cut. However, from my perspective, there is nothing more important for success in your life. Character is truly your most valuable asset. As a family, we have a core belief of helping others. I know so many of you share similar beliefs, for I am aware of all the community service this campus performs. I think Martin Luther King summed it up best when he said, "Life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing to help others?" I believe this is our obligation. And I further believe our deepest satisfactions in life are provided when we can assist those who are less fortunate. Find a way to give back. The personal satisfactions received in doing so are endless, and your impact on the life of another can truly alter the course of the world. Finally, in a few moments, we will forever share the distinguished designation alumni of the Pennsylvania State University. I hope you are as proud of this designation as I, for we are the world's largest alumni association. We are a university who embodies in its mission education, research, and service. We are THON, the largest student-run philanthropy in the world. We are a community that, in spite of facing extraordinary challenges and adversity over the past 3 years, have stood together, overcome, and continues and will continue to thrive. We are enthusiastic and loyal students, faculty, alumni, and friends, enriched by our experiences with a great university. We are Penn State. Now go forth and blaze your own trail. Congratulations, graduates, and thank you.
Thank you, David, for your inspirational remarks. And don't get too comfortable. To thank you, we're presenting you with the Penn State Lion. It's with pleasure, great pleasure, that I now recognize Mr. Doug Smith.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, as many of you know, the legal corporate body of the Pennsylvania State University is its Board of Trustees. This is the entity that, by our charter, is given complete responsibility for the government, welfare, and all other interests pertaining to our university. Whatever responsibilities are delegated, ultimate authority rests with the board. I am authorized to direct the Chancellor to confer degrees in the name of the university and represent President Barron at this ceremony.
I'll take it off. Sir. Is it on? Thank you, David. Doug, excuse me. Thank you, Doug, and David. Today we continue a tradition we began at the 1992 commencement ceremony. As our graduates come forward to receive their diplomas, they will have a brief opportunity, if they so choose, to recognize and to express their gratitude to family and faculty who have helped them along the way. You should feel no pressure to do this, especially since the ceremony is being broadcast around the world on the internet. Mr. Ty McGilvery, president of the Brandywine Constituent Society, representing the Penn State Alumni Association, will greet the graduates as they exit the platform and will present an alumni pin to our graduates, recognizing them as alumni of Penn State University. Will Mr. McGilvery please stand? Today, we call forward our graduates, each of whom has completed the requirements of the university in his or her college of study. Some of these students have also met the requirements of their college to graduate with distinction, representing the top 2, 4, or 6% of their graduating class. It is with great pleasure that we honor them.
Good morning. This is a family event, and we encourage you to come forward and take pictures of your student as they cross the stage. Please keep to the side until your student is front and center so that everybody can get a good shot. Okay. Will the candidate for the associate degree in Information Sciences and Technology please rise? I am pleased to present this worthy and approved candidate for conferring of the associate degree.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the associate degree of Information Sciences and Technology.
Professor Charles Halou will escort the candidate. I now present Rebecca J. Ovens, graduating with high distinction.
I would just like to thank my family, Greg and Jeanette Ovens, my parents, and Mr. and Mrs. Nisa Mark Smalley for opening up your home to me, to allowing me to finish my associate degree in ISD. Thank you very much.
Congratulations. Will the candidates for the associate degree in Letters, Arts, and Sciences please rise? I am pleased to present these worthy and approved candidates for the conferring of the associate degree.
By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the associate degree in Letters, Arts, and Sciences.
Professor Julie Gallagher will escort the candidates. I now present Emily Michelle Kohlhoff. Spencer Marquise Trahern. Rosemary Washington.
I'd like to give an honor to God. Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. I know we only have 2 seconds or minutes. Just want to thank my husband. He's been a tremendous support. My children, tremendous support. My Aunt Eliza Jane, thank you again for opening up her home. Tremendous support. Couple of advisors, Miss Kalisha Boyd, Miss Robin Stokes, Kathy DeMarco, and Miss Trubel. Thank you very much.
Will the candidates for degrees from colleges located at University Park please rise? Dr. Welliver, I am pleased to present these worthy and approved candidates for conferring of their baccalaureate degree.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the baccalaureate degree of your college.
Professor Lynn Hartle will escort the candidates. I now present Dominique D. Walker, majoring in communications.
Well, I had to say a couple things up here. I just want to thank my family, Tawana Walker, a lot of y'all know her, it's my mother, my heart and soul, Deion Walker, my pops, been there, Pam, my lady Katie, everybody here, so thank you.
David William Quinn, majoring in telecommunications. Eric Clifton Schlenker, majoring in geosciences.
So I'd like to thank my family. I want to recognize my grandmother, Leah Schlenker. She had the honor of teaching kindergarten to Bob Ehrlich, who went on to become the governor of Maryland. And Bobby has never forgotten that and recognizes her forever as the woman who taught her kindergarten. I think we all owe it to our teachers and family to be like Bobby, to be like Bob Ehrlich, and always recognize those who have taught us and raised us. Thank you.
Julia Rebecca Hennessy, majoring in childhood and early adolescent education. Ryan Joseph Locke, majoring in childhood and early adolescent education.
Thank you. I'd like to thank my parents for for never giving up on me, even when I wanted to, and for always pushing me to succeed. My brothers for being my best friends, my uncle for being a great uncle, my grandmother for helping make me the person I am today, and she knows why. My wonderful girlfriend, Christine, who's never stopped believing in me since the day I met her. All of my friends, my classmates, my teachers, thank you all.
Morgan Marie Malley, majoring in childhood and early adolescent education. Samantha Dolores Renz, majoring in childhood and early adolescent education.
Thank you very much.
Tahira D. Williams, majoring in psychology.
I'd just like to thank my aunt and my mom for the love and support since day one. Todd, thank you. You've been helpful for these past few months. And happy first birthday, Aiden. Mommy loved you.
Now we call forward our baccalaureate graduates who have completed university college degrees. Dr. Welliver, I am pleased to present these worthy and approved candidates for conferring of their baccalaureate degree. Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degree in American Studies please rise?
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and on the recommendation of the faculty, I confer upon each of you the Bachelor of Arts degree in American Studies with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto.
Professor Phyllis Cole will escort the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts degree in American Studies. I now present Michael Edwards. Timothy Innes.
I'd like to thank my family for all their thoughts, prayers, and continued support over the years. Thank you.
Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degree in business please rise?
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and on the recommendation of the faculty, I confer upon each of you the Bachelor of Science degree in business with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto.
Professor Julie Stanton will escort the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in business. I now present Makisa Ba.
To start, I want to say Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen because I thank God for this. And, you know, they do say that America is the land of the free. I didn't know that until I came here. So thank you for that opportunity. This is indeed the land of the opportunity. And I'm glad that I made it. I'm glad that my mom brought us here. And it just makes me feel great. Thank you.
Sean Andrew Berger.
All right, so I just have to say a few things. It's going to be a little bit longer than everyone else, but I want to say thank you to God, my family, and friends for the support in getting me here today. So in second grade, I had the option to either read an essay that I had written to my entire school or to have someone else read it for me. And I still remember my mom saying, you know, it doesn't matter what I chose, but to always do the hard thing. So I assure you, I didn't really want to say much today, but that wouldn't be doing the hard thing. Each of us is a story of obstacles, of challenges, of times that we fell down, didn't think we'd get back up, and of successes like the one that we're celebrating today. One that for me, I didn't know if it would ever come. I've dropped out of school twice, and I've nearly committed suicide, which is why it means so much for me today to stand here, a proud gay man who is graduating, just to say, never be afraid to be who you are. Believe in yourself, give yourself a chance, and you'll surprise yourself each and every time. So as we go from here, you know, the road to life isn't necessarily going to get easier, but the scenery is going to change, which is why I encourage everyone to use this moment that we've achieved as evidence that we can overcome anything that life throws our way. Congratulations, everyone.
Kevin Edward Bonus.
I don't know how to top those two speeches, but keep mine short and sweet. I'd like to thank my family, my parents, especially my mom. I love you. I'd like to thank the basketball program and athletic director, Coach Gassner, who can now put me on the payroll for coaching since I graduated. Thanks.
Jacqueline Bro.
Thank you, Mom and Dad. I love you. And educated people are hot because we have more degrees.
Okay. Colin Magnus Clark.
I just want to thank my mom, Dad, Liz, Tootsie, Charlie, Uncle Joe, and Mamie. Nip-High football rules.
Nicole Constantini.
Thanks, Mom and Dad.
Michelle Lee Drager.
I just want to thank my parents for supporting me throughout this whole thing. Thanks.
Jessica Grace Fisher.
I just want to thank my family and my professors and everyone who's helped me through everything. Thanks.
MD Shoaib Hassan.
Hello, everyone. I'd like to thank my parents. They're not here today, but I'd like to thank my uncle and aunt for their tremendous support, and Professor Elias, Ms. Brown, Dr. Stanton, Professor Green, all the professors I have taken class with. Thank you very much. Thank you for your support.
Charles Bemay Herman III.
I just want to say thank you to both my loving parents up there. Without them, I wouldn't be here to receive this, and I'm truly blessed and thankful for it. Thank you.
Bradley T. Jewell.
Thank you so much. I just want to say thank you to all my parents, all my friends, all my family that helped me out, all the faculty. Thank you so much. And Alexander Vitale, I love you.
Amanda Lee.
I just want to say thank you to my family and friends. I really couldn't have done it without your continued support, and congratulations to today's graduates.
Michael Scott McEachern.
I just want to thank you to my mom, my grandparents for continuing to support me throughout the years, and I love you very much.
Brittany Renee McCain.
I just wanted to thank you to my parents for their support. I love you.
Samantha Lindsay Overstreet.
I just wanted to thank my friends and family. I love you, Mom and Dad.
Alexander John Poppy.
I just want to say thank you to my mom and dad for supporting me through what ended up being a rather lengthy endeavor for me. So, thank you.
Liron Prey. Go on, go on.
Yeah! I just want to say thank you to everybody.
John Dominique Puccinella.
Just wanted to say thanks to my parents for paying my tuition.
Abu Rashed.
I'd like to thank my family and friends, and a special thanks to my mom and dad who always been there for me. So thank you so much, Mom and Dad.
Elizabeth Claire Thornburn.
I wasn't going to talk, but since everyone else did, I feel obligated to. So thank you to my family with the beautiful signs back there. Thank you to my teachers and advisors for putting up with me. I'm finally out of here. Woo!
Daniel Robert Vucolo.
Just wanted to say thank you to my mom, dad, my girlfriend, and my family.
Will the candidate for the baccalaureate degree in Communication Arts and Science please rise?
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and on the recommendation of the faculty, I confer upon each of you the Bachelor of Arts degree in Communication Arts and Sciences, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto.
Professor Wayne McMullen will escort the candidate for the Bachelor of Arts degree in Communication Arts and Science. I now present Tyler Tresky.
Just wanted to say thank you to my family. They've always been very supportive throughout this whole experience, and special thanks to Dr. McMullen and Dr. Yanuzzi for guiding me through this. Thank you.
Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degree in communications please rise?
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and on the recommendation of the faculty, I confer upon each of you the Bachelor of Arts degree in Communication with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto.
Professor Hans Schmidt will escort the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts degree in Communications. I now present Joshua Edward Dumson.
I just want to quickly thank my family here today. My girlfriend, you've been with me through everything. My mom, you were my second parent growing up. You taught me everything I know. I owe it to you guys. This is yours too. Thank you.
Chelsea Marie Ebling.
I would like to thank my family, especially my mom, my best friends who are here today, and of course my professors who guided me through everything.
Chantel Nicole Guzman.
So I just want to thank my mom, my dad, my boyfriend, close friends, and family for getting me through this accomplishment, and congratulations to the rest of the class of 2014. Thank you.
Chelsea Lynn Hermanson.
I would like to thank my mom and my dad, and specifically my stepfather, because I would not be standing here today, and my grandparents, who have always been second parents to me, and my best friend and my boyfriend. Thank you.
Alexander James Hunt.
I'd like to thank God. Without him, it wouldn't be possible to be here. I'd like to thank my parents and my brother for supporting me through my education. I want to thank the rest of my family for supporting me. I want to thank my girlfriend Ann and her family for supporting me. And thank you for believing in me. And you were right, I made it. So I'm just going to leave you with a little note. Rule number 76, no excuses, play like a champion. God bless.
Anthony V. Olivastro.
I just want to say thank you to my family, all the professors, and the advisors that made this all possible for me.
Julia P. Uzi.
Thanks to my family, and congrats, we did it.
Ashley T. Piroff.
Hi, Mom. I did it! I just want to thank my family for supporting me on this really long journey, and my boyfriend, too. So, yay! Congrats, guys. We did it.
Kevin Shishko.
Thank you, Mom and Dad. Without you, none of this would be possible.
Amanda Nicole Springer.
Thank you, Mom and Dad.
Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degree in Human Development and Family Studies please rise?
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and on the recommendation of the faculty, I confer upon each of you the Bachelor of Science degree in Human Development and Family Studies with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto.
Professor D.J. Stakich will escort the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in Human Development and Family Studies. Remember to take turns coming up to the front with your camera so everyone can get a shot of their student. Okay, I now present Angeline Broplay.
Hi, everybody. First, I would like to tell the Almighty God, thank you for bringing me here today. I would like to tell my mom, Angeline, thank you for sacrificing your life, for having me and 6 of my siblings here today. And I would like to tell my fiance, Isaac, thank you for always believing in me. I would also like to tell Penn State, thank you for educating a proud librarian.
And I should say that Angeline is also graduating with a minor in psychology. Ashley Marie Brocksterman, graduating, wait for it, with high distinction and a minor in civic and community engagement.
Quickly, I would just like to thank my family and my boyfriend and my friends for their support through my move from Kansas to a new state. I would like to give a special thanks to Dr. Zosh, Dr. Harrell Levy, and Mrs. Meehan for all their support. Thank you.
Anastasia Bryant.
Thank God for this, because without him, none of this would be possible. Thanks to my husband for supporting me with pursuing my education. Thanks to my family, my son Michael. You can do this, so I expect you to. Don't even try it. To Dr. Harrell Levy, thanks so much for everything, for pushing us. You're amazing. You were born to do this. To Dr. Zosh, thanks so much for your direction and your support throughout these years. And my classmates, I love you guys, and we did it.
Destiny H. Kane, graduating with a minor in psychology.
Thank you to my family, Steve, love ya, Jim, Joey, Big Joe, Miss Lemko, Mr. Marco, if you're here. I couldn't have done it without you. You're incredible. And I think that's it. And the class of 2014.
Lauren Rebecca Coben.
Hi, I just want to thank my amazing family for my mom and my dad. I wouldn't be graduating here today if it wasn't for you guys. My big brother Jason for all of his guidance and love and being my best friend. To my newly beautiful sister-in-law, I love you very much. And to most of all, my biggest supporter, Corey, I couldn't have done it without you. I love you guys. And to the rest of my graduating class, may all of your student loans magically disappear.
Tiffany A. Foster.
I'd like to thank my wonderful family, my amazing boyfriend, and my wonderful advisor, Miss Kathy DeMarco. Thank you.
Isaiah DeJohn Graham Martin.
I just want to give thanks to my family. Thank you so much for your support.
Wyvitra Shanice Harrington.
I just want to say, if you can believe it, you can achieve it. Dreams come true in my sleep. I pictured this. The moment, the memory, the minute, I'm off to bigger goals and I win in it. I also want to thank my mom and my dad, my grandma, my boyfriend, my Nuki, which is my baby, aunts, uncles, family, friends, and whoever else pushed me along the way. And graduates, congratulations. Thank you.
Willetta K. Harris, graduating with a Certificate of Youth Development and Social Justice.
Thank you everyone for being here today. It means a lot to all the graduates. I want to thank God for empowering me to never give up on myself, to have a positive attitude along the way. And I want to thank my mother, Angeline. Thank you so much for bringing us here 9 years ago. And you did a great job in working so many jobs to make sure that we make it to this stage easier. To my father, aunt, and grandfather, I want to say thank you for all your kind and encouraging words for me to stay in school. It has paid off. I'm just sad that you guys are not here today, but I know that you're happy for this moment. To my sisters, Bobby, Mohammed, and my support assistant, thank you so much for your unconditional support. And to Professor Giancola, I'm not sure if she's here today, former Professor Meehan, and DJ, Fanasha A, SEPTA, and HDFS class. I want to say thank you all for your guidance and your support. You guys has always been there for me. And to the graduates of 2014, believe in yourself, and because each of you has untapped ability to make a difference, do something and try to make a difference in the world. Thank you.
Patricia Elsie Herbert.
Whew, good morning. I want to thank the Lord above, first and foremost, for all his many blessings. Without him, I wouldn't be here today. I thank my professors for providing me with the education and principles needed to be successful in the HCFS field. A special thanks to the most difficult professors I had, Dr. Harrell Levy and Dr. Zash, for making me think critically, reading a lot of books and articles, writing papers, and last-minute projects, thanks to Dr. Harrell Levy. Dr. Zash, you are not only a great professor, but you're also an awesome advisor. I thank you very much. When we first met, I walked into your office with my degree audit, and I had a breakdown of all the classes I was going to take each semester with the goal to graduate today, and here I am. Oh, you smiled at me and you said, "You got this, girl." And I said, "Thank you. I have a plan and a goal, and here I am." Thank you so much for not discouraging me, but encouraging me to do this. To my support system of family and friends, I love each and every one of you. Thank you for your support, and love is so irreplaceable. To my fellow HCFS classmates, I love each and every one of y'all. We made it to the finish line. And I know we had long nights of studying hard, frustration, writing papers, working in groups, working together, and just motivating one another. I'm happy that I met each and every one of you. I'm only a phone call or a text away. I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy. I wish the entire graduating class of 2014 good health, wealth, and happiness. And as I always say to all of my friends, just live your life.
Nicole Christine Hoffman.
I just want to say thank you for my family being here, my boyfriend and his family being here. I want to say thank you to all of my teachers, but especially to Dr. Harrell Levy. Your classes were definitely challenging, and they've enhanced my critical thinking and problem-solving skills that I use on a daily basis. Congratulations to the class of 2014. Don't ever forget, we are Penn State. Thank you.
Shanika M. Jefferson, graduating with a minor in psychology.
Hi, everyone. I want to first give all of my thanks, my honor, my praises to God. I could never have gotten to this point in this. I could never have gotten this far without him. I thank you to my wonderful professors who worked me to the bone, Dr. Harrell Levy, Dr. Zosh. Thank you to Renika Money Adams, if you're here, for all of your guidance, your love. Thank you to my sister for being my love, my best friend, my support system, my mom, my best friends, my dad, all the way in the back for paying my tuition on time every semester. Thank you so much.
Yesenia Lagunas Sanchez.
I just want to thank my professors, Mr. Stern, Dr. Harrell Levy. Thank you so much for all your guidance. To my parents, my siblings, and excuse me, I'm going to say this in Spanish. Ustedes siempre fueron mi apoyo y mi sustento. Gracias por haberme dado todo su amor y por haber hecho de mí una buena persona. Los amo. Thank you.
Daniel A. Lang.
I'd just like to thank the amazing professors that I've had these past 4 years, and to my friends, and especially to my parents for their constant love and support. Thank you.
Emily Nicole Lowry Thompson.
I just want to thank to the Brandywine Athletic Department, and also to my two best friends who are here today, and also my brother who's watching live. I don't know where to look, but thank you so much for your love.
Tiffany Riddle, graduating with a minor in psychology.
Thank you, Mom and Dad. Love you.
Ivy A. Skinner.
I would just like to thank my family and professors for supporting and encouraging me throughout these long 4 years, but I did it. Thank you.
Zafi Mebratu Tawa Daburum. Graduating with a minor in civic and community engagement.
Hello, everyone. I'd like to thank my family and friends for their support. I also want to acknowledge myself for being focused and persistent, which is why I'm standing here today.
Faith Joy H. Wade Delorley.
made it, thank God. I would like to thank my Aunt Lucy for sticking by me through everything. I thank you because since my mom passed away, you've been here for me, and I never had a mother, and I appreciate you. I thank you so much, and I did this for you guys, and I did this also for myself. Also, I would like to thank my siblings because without you guys, I would not be here today. And I thank y'all so much for everything, especially during this internship of mine. I didn't make it through it, but it's because of you guys I made it. And I thank every one of you guys. And congratulations to everyone today. Thank you.
Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degree in Information Sciences and Technology please rise?
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and on the recommendation of the faculty, I confer upon each of you the Bachelor of Arts degree in Information Sciences and Technology with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto.
Professor Nanette D'Imperio will escort the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in Information Sciences and Technology. I now present Hani Mohammed Abbas.
Whew. I made it, finally. We all made it. I'd like to thank my parents, my boys for being here. Thank you. Mo, I see you. Ms. Nanette D'Imperio, thank you for, guiding me throughout my years. Let's just all hope grades are what we expected, So everybody, congratulations.
William R. Adams.
I'd like to thank my friends and family and all the staff, like Mrs. D'Imperio, for all the support they've given me. And we made it, you guys.
Felix Danqua Boateng.
I would like to thank my family and all my professors for getting me through this. Thank you.
Ethan A. Carter.
Hello, everybody. I'd just like to thank my parents. Mom and Dad, I love you guys. Without you, I wouldn't be here. Thank you to my siblings as well, and also Ms. D'Imperio and Mr. Wozniak. I know I can be a handful, but I really appreciate all your help. Thank you, guys.
Patrick Dylan Hudgens, graduating with a minor in business.
I'd just like to thank my family and my friends and my professors. Change is the only constant. Thanks.
Corey Charles Kate, graduating with distinction.
I just want to thank my family and my professors.
Christopher Schum, graduating with a minor in business.
Hello, I'd like to say thanks to my mom for giving me a place to stay after my long, perilous journey in the hospital. I'd like to thank my supportive girlfriend, and I'd love to thank Professor Wozniak. We don't want him to leave. Penn State Brandywine, please throw all your money at him. I'd also like to thank Mrs. Nanette D'Imperio for being a great advisor. And I'd love to sincerely apologize to all of my IT classmates when I destroyed them in the job market.
Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degree in Letters, Arts, and Sciences please rise?
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and on the recommendation of the faculty, I confer upon each of you the Bachelor of Arts degree in Letters, Arts, and Sciences with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto.
Professor Patricia Hillen will escort the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts degree in Letters, Arts, and Sciences. I now present Eric M. Chandler.
First off, I'd like to apologize for this rather lengthy speech I'm about to deliver. I'd like to thank the best advisor, Ms. Hillen, for putting up with me throughout these years, my loving family, my uncle, my brother, and my beautiful girlfriend. Thank you.
Ashley M. Dixon.
Mom, I did it. I just want to say thanks to everybody that supported me, all my family, my friends, Dr. Hillen, all my great professors, Dr. Smith, if you're out there, and even the staff here at Penn State and all the librarians who have helped me through some tough times. So thank you.
Robert A. Dunyan.
I'd just like to thank my family, my parents especially, for helping me get through these hard times, my grandmother, my great professors, and my wonderful advisor, Patricia Hillen. Thank you.
Christopher John Greenhall.
I'd just like to thank my mother, my father, my sister, and stay hungry, stay foolish.
Matthew Francis Steindl.
I just want to thank my mom and dad and my beautiful girlfriend. I love you.
Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degree in psychology please rise? This is our first graduating class in psychology.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and on the recommendation of the faculty, I confer upon each of you the Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science degree in psychology with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto.
Professor Pauline Guerin will escort the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science degrees in psychology. The following students are now receiving a Bachelor of Arts degree in psychology. I now present Ashley Nicole Manco, graduating with a minor in Human Development and Family Studies and Certificate of Youth Development and Social Justice.
I just want to thank my family, my friends, my boyfriend, the students and the staff. Congratulations, everyone. You know, we did it. Woo!
Angelica Marie Sabo.
I'd like to thank all my professors, my friends, my sister, my mom. I know this last semester's been a handful, and this is the payout.
The following students are now receiving a Bachelor of Science degree in psychology. I now present Christine M. Corson. And baby.
Hi, I would like to thank my family for their constant love and support.
especially my husband Brian, who always encouraged me, never gave up on me. My professors, the psychology department, especially Dr. Martin, Dr. Mendez-Gallardo, and Dr. Guerin. Could never have done this without you. Thank you for always reminding me that easy does it, but do it. And thank you to my baby.
Megan Marie Griffith.
I would like to thank my parents, Joan and Bob Griffith, my sister Courtney, my best friend Kristen, for all the support and encouragement you gave me for the past few years. I wouldn't be here without you guys. And I would also like to thank my advisors, Dr. Martin and Dr. Evans, for all the opportunities and support as well. Thank you.
Alexandra Rose Vital.
First and foremost, I'd like to thank my family and friends, especially my parents and my brother, for all their support. It's been a very long road to get here, but I finally did it, but I couldn't do it without you guys. I have the best support system I could ever ask for. Dr. Guerin, Dr. Zosh, thank you for never giving up on me and always cracking the whip. I'd like to thank athletics, Coach Gassner, Coach Mel, and Brandywine Volleyball for keeping me focused through this entire, I can't even think anymore. And finally, I'd like to thank my Fab Five. I will always be thankful that Brandywine brought us together. Brad, it's about time you admitted it. Love you too. And can I finally get an A-B wine one more time? A-B wine!
Wow. Graduates, all of us here wish you well as you embark on life's next adventure. I hope that your experience at Penn State Brandywine has helped you not only to gain knowledge, but has also prepared you for the challenges ahead. As you leave this campus, remember that Penn State Brandywine is here as a resource for you, a place to which you may always return, a place that welcomes your continued involvement. I congratulate you on all of your wonderful achievements, and thank you for the contributions you've already made to our shared life here on the campus. We will cherish the time we spent together, and we will look forward with keen anticipation to your frequent returns. Will the graduates please rise? You are now officially graduates of Penn State University. Please shift the tassel from the right to the left to signify this accomplishment. I now recognize Ty McGilbury, President of the Brandywine Constituent Society, representing the Penn State Alumni Association, who will bring greetings on behalf of the Penn State Alumni Association.
Thank you. I know I'm separating you from your family and food and friends, so I'm not going to be up here long. You know, normally we start off with a "We Are Penn State" chant, but standing here, I'm reminded why we even say that. You know, I sat where you're at, and it was someone from Penn State that helped me get my first job, that launched my career. It was someone from Penn State that helped me to start volunteering back for Penn State to get me in front of you now. And so you joined 631,000 living alumni. Well, think about that. Look around, you're graduating. I'd like to ask anybody who graduated from Penn State to also stand up. Thank you. As a graduation gift from the Alumni Association, we give you a one-year membership to the Alumni Association. That gives you access to over 270 alumni groups. You're automatically involved in your college association and for Brandywine Society. If you have questions, there's an alumni.psu.edu website that allows you to connect with other alumni. I suggest you go there. If you're ever on main campus, the Hintz Family Center is the home of the Alumni Association on campus. There's resources there and people that can help you find other alumni that you may have lost contact with over the years. You are Penn State. We are Penn State. And so I'm going to ask you to join in that cheer now. We are! We are! We are! Thank you.
We will conclude the ceremony with our alma mater. The words are printed on the inside front cover of your program. Please stand. This concludes the commencement ceremony. Will the guests kindly remain in place until the faculty and students have exited the gym? Light refreshments will be served in the lion's den of this building across the way. We ask all of you, please stay and join us.